Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about the startup of my business, how it began, what I went through to get here, because I did go through depression and body dysmorphia, which I do talk about in this video. So if you are triggered, don't watch this video, but I just do want to let y'all know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Luckily, I did find that light, and I did not stick, and I did not go further on through my depression. I was able to pull myself out of it. But let's just get into the video before I start rambling. And if y'all see me look down, I am looking at my laptop just because I do have like pinpoints that I want to hit, just so I'm not like out of order and like all over the place. But yeah, let's just get into it. So at the beginning of this year, obviously it's been a tough year. A lot has happened. Kobe died. That was the start of it all. Corona started in December, but it didn't really like go into not affect, but it didn't really start affecting everything until like March. Spring break, the longest spring break ever. But yeah, that was kind of when I just went downhill. I guess I would say I started going downhill in February, and then quarantine and all that just made it so much worse. But in February, I was going through some stuff just because I am a senior in college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't have like the right direction. I didn't know how to start there. I didn't know how to start, and I just didn't have like guidance on it, because what I really wanted to do at the first was own my own real estate business, but that takes a lot, and I just, not saying I didn't want to put in the work, but I just didn't, like I said, did not have the right direction or know where to begin. So yeah, I was very down. I was confused. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And that can be very, I guess it would just put you down whenever you're confused. You're getting started. You're almost there, being on your own, and you don't have a plan for yourself, what you want to do, none of that. But yeah, that started. That's kind of what led me into my depression, just because I didn't know what I wanted to do in my future. I didn't know how to start it off. And yeah, and to add to that, I'm sorry if I keep adding and. I'm trying to work on that, but that's what started it off. And then I was also going through body dysmorphia, which I believe I have been going through my whole life. I just didn't know a term for it. So I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I was not happy with myself, how I looked, how I felt. I just felt like I was just fat, ugly, all that stuff, which at the time I wasn't fat. I was 117, but on my body it just didn't feel or look good. Like that wasn't my healthiest I had been. Right now, how I am at 112, 111, I am truly happy with myself. But yeah, I would look in the mirror unhappy, unsatisfied. And so going with body dysmorphia and depression, it was just not a good mix at all. And then having to quarantine and be inside with, like, just stuck inside all the time. You're constantly looking at yourself. You're constantly just, your thoughts are just running. And so I was very depressed. I remember I would just take a shower and I would sit in there and cry and cry and cry. Or say my roommates, they were out in the living room, I would be like, I'll be back. I'd go listen to music, turn it up just so they would not hear me cry. It was a very, very dark time, and I didn't know how to deal with it just because I've never felt that way before. So yeah, it was just like a month or two of that. No one knew what I was going through except for maybe like 2 people, but they didn't know the full extent of what I was going through. Except for one of my best friends. She knew, because I would vent to her and tell her, and she helps me out a lot, but I I had to really focus on myself and really, I had to pull myself out of that, just because I was looking into therapy, but I didn't know the cost of it. I didn't know if my insurance covered therapy, so I was gonna go through my school because they offer counseling. Yeah, my depression had got to that point. I remember at work one time, I was looking up through my school, like the counseling center, and I just bawled out crying because I'm like, I'm really so unhappy that I'm doing this. Like, and I'm not talking down on anybody, which if you are able to make that step into saying that I need help, I applaud you, because at least you can recognize that, like, you want to get better, you want to help yourself, you want to better yourself. So yeah, I had started looking into that, but I just didn't go through with that just because I was like, I'm a strong person. Like, I'll be able to do this. But like I said, it was constant crying all the time. And I hope no one ever has to feel like that, where you're just so unhappy with yourself mentally and physically, because it does suck. It really does. And for anyone going through that right now, just remember, like, you are blessed with your own body, your own mind. Focus on how you can get your mind and your body stronger. Focus on yourself. Really learn how to love yourself, which I know it's easier said than done because it has been a long journey to get to where I'm at. And anyways, the depression and body dysmorphia started like affecting my relationship, to the point where I wasn't giving him the love he needed, just because I couldn't even give myself that love. And I was at the point where I was like, I wanted to break up, which he doesn't know this, he's probably gonna find out, but I wanted to break up just to focus on myself, but then I didn't want to, just because I'm like, no, I think I'll be able to like pull through. So like, I'm pretty sure I don't even want to say that. I'm pretty sure he sensed something was wrong, but I was so good at hiding how I was feeling that I don't think he fully caught on. I'm pretty sure he just thought like I was tired of being inside, with quarantine. But yeah, it affected my relationship. I wasn't able to give him all the love that he deserved, just because I couldn't even give myself love. And that's when I truly learned, you cannot be in a relationship if you do not love yourself. And so I was like, look, I can either sit around crying every night in the shower, crying at work, crying on my way to work, or I can get up, work on myself, set goals for myself, and figure out a future for myself. And that is when I started working out. I started developing healthy habits. And yeah, it's just, I was happy that I realized what I needed to do. Going into the healthy habits, what I mean by that is I started waking up early, 7, 8 a.m. I would go on my balcony and just meditate, focusing on hearing my thoughts, what I wanted to do in life, taking like what steps I needed to do to take to get to those goals. And yeah, so waking up early, I think that was the biggest change I could have did, just because when you're laying in bed all day, and not saying for everyone, some people just like being in bed, but for me, I just know that wasn't me. Like, I don't lay in bed all day. I don't do that. And so I knew I can either get up and start pushing myself, or I can just sit in bed all day in a dark room and cry. So yeah, I started waking up early, making myself breakfast, me and my boyfriend breakfast. And then, like I said, I was going through body dysmorphia. I was not happy at all with my body. I thought I was just fat, ugly, everything. I started working out and I would take videos of the after I got done working out, and people seemed to really like the way my body looked, like the way it was transforming. I was very happy with with it. And so I remember multiple people would ask me, like, I would post it on social media, and people would ask me, OMG, what are you doing? I need your routine. Your body looks so good, and all that stuff. So I remember I would respond to everybody on like what I did. And I was like, you know what? Let me turn this into a business. So that's how I created My Llewellyn Fitness. I make workout guides that give out grocery lists, healthy tips, healthy habits, my workouts, some workout videos, and all that good jazz. And then I moved on into making another one, which was my booty one, which if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. My business started from me going through depression and body dysmorphia, which I was never diagnosed with it, but when you go through that, I don't know how to explain, but you just know your mind, you know your body. And when you're crying every single day, I want to let y'all know, don't expect stuff to get handed to you. I know that's kind of what I was going through at the beginning of the year. I would say, I want this, I want that, but was I doing anything to get that? No. And I had to really realize nothing is handed to you. This ain't an easy world. Like, you have to work for what you want. And that is what I did. And I am happy that I was able to pull myself out on my own, pull myself out of that depression, because I don't know, I definitely would not have a business if I hadn't done that. I would not be in the mind space I'm in right now, which I am extremely happy. Mentally and physically, I am overall happy. And I just can't wait to see what the future is going to bring for me, because I mean, I hope it's all happiness, but now I know the steps to take to prevent falling back into that mindset, that negative mindset. And if you have people around you that are just negative, remove yourself. You don't want to be surrounded by negative people ever, because they're just going to bring you down with them. You don't want that. I promise you don't want that. That is where I started, was going through such a low point in my life that I have never been to before. And now I keep a vision board, I meditate, I really just put all the love into myself. I focus on myself first before I focus on other things, just because happiness really is within yourself. If you're not happy mentally or physically, that is going to affect your life. Like I said, I meditate, I speak positive affirmations to myself, I wake up early, I make myself breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I go to work. And what I learned is, don't look at what you don't have, look at what you do have. I know I really struggled with that at the beginning of the year when I was depressed. I was just thinking about, OMG, I don't have this body, I don't have this, I want. And you can't look at it like that. You have to look at it as, I woke up, I'm breathing, I can walk, I'm in good health, I have a roof over my head, I'm saying this for myself, I'm able to go to school for free, I'm able to have a job during this whole pandemic, corona shit or stuff. You have to look at it like that, because if you're just looking at everything you want and don't have, what is that gonna do? That's not good. You have to look at it positively. Like, yeah, you just gotta be positive. And I hope that y'all can see that I am a different person. I don't know if y'all will be able to see through video, but I am different. I feel different. I feel like I look different besides the blonde hair. I feel like I just glow. You know, not to be all cocky, but like I said, I love myself. I'm going to tell myself I love myself, because your mind is a powerful thing. And I know I kind of went off track, but yes, My Llewellyn Fitness was created from me going through depression, body dysmorphia, the lowest point of my life. And like I said, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You will not be in the dark stage forever. And even if this video helps only one person, that means that one person can help other people, and it's just a domino effect. Like, I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to be successful. I do meditate about that. I do pray for people's happiness, and whatever struggles they're going through, I do pray about that. I have learned that I do pray a lot more, which I'm happy I did. I'm not gonna go into like religion because I'm not religious. I do believe in a God. I mean, this is off topic. I do believe in a God, but I'm not religious. Yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure there's stuff I left out, which if there is, pretty sure I can just make another video. But yeah, make sure to go check out my Llewellyn Fitness. Link is in the description. And yeah, love y'all.